So I felt inspired to offer a contemplation spirit-led journey. I feel channeled from the Celtic god Lugh, a great being, wise being, spacious. Spacious being, sometimes associated with light, definitely with wisdom, intelligence, courage. I experienced Lugh as almost like a kind of warm-hearted, wise uncle. And I encourage you all to find a comfortable place to sit. Could just be sitting on a chair, in cross-leg meditation, kneeling. Or maybe you want to find a quiet place in the garden or park to follow this contemplation, this journey. And finding yourself this kind of position, simply now becoming aware of the nature of the flow of your present moment experience, moment by moment. So in this meditation, there's an encouragement to come into a space of focus, a place of focus. So as much as possible, just laying aside the concerns of the day. Perhaps you've been busy doing different things, just laying that as much as you can to one side. And sometimes in contemplation meditation we think about stopping the mind, but that can be a kind of unhelpful message to hold. Although it is possible to be in a thought-free state of great bliss and clarity, it's not so easy to stop the mind with the mind. So rather just allow the naturalness of contemplation meditation to move through you. Allow the energy of this meditation to flow into you. Also in your own heart, seek to connect to the Celtic god Lugh. And in this journey, we are going to use words of kind of leading on a, what we could say, pathworking meditation involving some visualization. But whenever we do this practice, it's important to remember we're all built in different ways. Some of us are very visual. Images, visions come. It's easy to sort of go into that state. For others, it can be a more tactile experience on the level of feeling. For others, it may be more that they hear, sense things or it can just be on the level of knowing, intuition. So do honor the gifts of the Spirit that are within you in terms of your inner imaginative senses, and let's now begin this journey. So in this practice, we're going to seek and track back a little into your personal past. But we're going to allow ourselves to be guided by the Celtic god Lugh, or one of his helpers, assistants, or as an emanation of the Celtic god Lugh, some sense of his presence. Back to the memory that it's useful for us to see at this time of our lives. So just having a sense of that. So begin to feel yourself walking along a path, a beautiful pebbled path with smooth stones. And you're barefoot walking along this path, but everything feels very comfortable and very calming. And you know where you're going. You're going to a special garden that exists within the imagination, exists within your imagination. So have a sense of where you're moving to. You might even have a sense of what you're expecting or wish to see in this garden. For me, I'm already imagining certain fruit trees, apple trees, lavender, other herbs. Allow your imagination to conjure up what you wish to move towards, and you begin to smell it. You begin to feel it. You're going into your sacred garden space. Perhaps you can hear the bird song there, or the rustling of leaves, the calling song of the wind. Allow yourself to breathe deeply as you move into this area of your sacred garden. And you can imagine that this is your day off. No need for you to do any gardening today. Just enjoy the feeling, the atmosphere of your sacred garden. Now within this sacred garden, there's a large wooden chest. A large wooden chest, beautifully carved with dark wood. So now find that dark wooden chest in your sacred garden. And kneel down in front of it. Now this sacred wooden chest is in the imaginal space, and it represents a memory chest. A chest containing past experiences involving you or the people around you. And perhaps for this exercise, simply keep it to your current life. Kneeling down, beginning to open the chest, and inside the chest you will be led to a memory that the Spirit is leading you to. Now this is a memory that's useful in this moment to remember. There's some reason why you're being called to this memory. And let's feel this memory has something to do with the heart, with your emotional life. It doesn't need to be a sad memory, it could be a happy memory, a joyful memory. But there's some reason that this is the memory that you're being led into. So just allow yourself to move into this memory with a sense of courage and openness. And allow yourself to move and bask in the flow of this memory. So you're only moving to a memory that you have the courage and the resources to contemplate. Now we're going to open ourselves up to the Celtic god Lugh, one of his emanations, spirit helpers, assistants, to help you understand something about this memory that's useful at this moment for you to know and feel and see. Or the event that this memory is connected to. And seek to allow yourself to be spirit-led. And seek to stay focused, contemplating from the heart this series of events. Other images might come, other scenes might come that are connected somehow, that's useful for you to see, feel, touch, hear about now. And feel that in some way you are being strengthened by the Celtic god Lugh. You're drawing strength from your encounter with him. So perhaps you're seeing aspects of the event that you weren't focusing so much on before. There's something useful for you to see and feel and know. So just have a sense of a remembering of that. Perhaps another point of view, another person that you hadn't considered so much. So connecting to the sense of strength and courage of the Celtic god Lugh, the courage within you, within yourself, your fortitude, your ability to act, to manifest, preparing yourself to come back from this memory. So just beginning to integrate what you've learned, remember what you've learned and draw back a little bit. Integrating what you've learned, coming back from the memory, beginning to now close your sacred memory chest. And while we're in this sacred garden, if there's anything you want to ask the Celtic god Lugh about this memory, now is a good time to do so. Or it may just be a sense of almost through images and telepathic communication. It doesn't have to just be in words, it can be also in feelings. or sounds. And now thanking the Celtic god Lugh for helping to initiate this experience for all of us. So integrating the energy, whatever we learned from this experience, into our body, having a sense of gratitude for ourselves, our own courage in this life. It's certainly not always easy. But gratitude for our perseverance, courage, strength, open-heartedness. So now beginning to also just having a sense of this garden. It's a place that you can come back to, help to create more and more in the imaginal, the realms of spirit imagination. And beginning now to walk back or move back to your body in any way you want to, walking back along that white pebbled path, or even flying back to your body, moving back, dancing, whatever works for you, moving back to your physical body. Back to your physical body, back to your physical body, having a sense of sensation in the field of your physical body, bringing movement back to your physical body, moving fingers, toes. You could even begin to do some gentle tapping. It's helping you come back into the here and now. It's important when we do this kind of pathworking visualization type practice to make sure we're fully grounded back here. It helps to kind of keep things clearer around these experiences. Preparing yourself to end this contemplation. I hope it was useful for you. It's always possible to deepen the connection with the Celtic deities like Lugh, so you can cultivate this in your own life in a way that's appropriate for you. Drawing this meditation to a close, beginning to open your eyes, presuming you had them closed, and ending this meditation. So thank you all for joining me in this practice, and knowing that many other people will also be joining in this practice, so feel the energy of that, the blessing of that, many people doing these meditations, contemplations. Thank you.